Good morning, everybody. Jesus. Give me a second here.
Gaza's population is on the brink.
All right, sorry. I'm trying to get started here. There we go. All right. All right, let's see here. Man. Busy morning. I sold a house this morning already. Already this morning I sold a house. Jesus. I was trying to get the guy off the phone at 9:35. I'm like, okay, well, I got another appointment. I got another appointment. So in the pre-market, before I got rudely interrupted from somebody wanting to buy a house from me, I had a loss and a win in the NQ. I'm up a whole whopping $103. That puts me over $7,000 though, from my 5,700 that I started the week off with. So that's good. Puts me up over $7,000 in my live account. So that's good. But yeah. Man, there was a good gold trade earlier this morning that I just completely froze on and didn't take. I'll go over it again in a bit. I'll go over it in a little bit, but it was exactly the scenario that we went through yesterday live with Jim. Exactly the scenario and exactly the same results. And I completely just froze on it because it was too early when it happened. I'm like, yeah, because I'm a little skittish of pre-market trading in, when it's like 7 o'clock or so. But anyways, I should have taken it, obviously. It would have made me about $700. So let me look at what's going on here. So the ES is at its high. NQ is crossing over its high. Ooh, that'd be nice. RTY is below the overnight open. Interesting. Gold's got a little sloppy. Oh, so on the YM might give us a test of the prior day open. Oh, that would be nice. If we can get a pullback in the YM. Is there any news I'm missing? I think there's news at 10, isn't there? I'm a little disshuffled this morning trying to catch up here. Oh, yeah, we got some damn news at 10. Fuck. Yeah, shit. Damn it. This YM's got to get moving now if I'm going to deal with that. Freaking look at gold. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Look at gold. Gold is just being ridiculous. So we had a reset here. We haven't had a 1 minute gold line test yet. So maybe that'll happen here now that we've busted through the high. Yeah, lots of news at 10. So I either got to hit something here soon or just sit on my hands for a while. Damn it. YM, you frustrated me. Looks like it's going to take the bounce off the 1 minute gold line. I was kind of hoping. See, so right here, the YM has crossed the prior day open. Had a 1 minute gold line doing it. And so we're up at highs of the day. And what I wanted it to do was come and test, because it, you know, again, it's going to test this top sometime. I don't know when. I was hoping it would do it now. It's going to do it sometime. Yeah. RTY and YM are totally opposite right now. But you know what's funny is the RTY did that yesterday when the RTY just took off. And I mean, just took off to the stratosphere. The YM was doing what the other two instruments were doing, which was just kind of hanging out. Whereas I can see the ES and the NQ are in sync again today. They are definitely in sync. So what we could look for in the NQ, if we can get some space right here, if we can get some space and then have it come back and sit on top of the prior day high and then shoot for a long, that would be nice. So I'm looking at that. Hold on a second. We got crappy rainy weather today, and my freaking cat was beating on the door saying, "Let me in, let me in." Yeah, I'm hoping for gold to get a 1 minute gold line here. Yeah, exactly. This North Carolina weather, man, it's getting me right now. Man, come on. All right, maybe maybe the NQ is going to do it now. Jesus, look at gold. Got too many things to move around here. So I need the NQ to come back to here. Now that it's created space, I need the NQ to come back to here. God dang it. Looking at gold. Yeah, NQ's off and running. The damn ES got hung up on the 9 EMA. That's what pushed it back up. Come on. The ES just ruined the gold just ruined itself right there. We popped through the high here. So even if we roll back, there's no setup anymore for a 1 minute gold line. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking Christ. Jesus. Fucking Jesus Christ. I hate stupid people. Yeah, I'm done trading right now, Bill. Till we get past 10 o'clock now. Not that I took a trade anyways, since the market's been open, but there's no sense in looking for something until we get past 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock now. I've gotten 2 emails since I've started this live from customers, and I'm just like, fucking people are so stupid. Stupid. No, you can't fix it. No. Oh, absolutely, David. Absolutely, David. Technically, I'm not a big fan of it. Does anybody want me to, even if it was no news, does anybody want me to explain why? Does anybody want me to explain why I'm not a fan of this trade, even though there's news? Here, I'll spend a couple minutes or a minute explaining it, because We got news in 2 minutes anyways. So see this rotation here where we went up and then came down and we did not hit here. What you should be visualizing is that's your pivot the moment it rotates up and goes back through that high. Then you had your pullback, and that pullback broke that pivot of the high. So I'm not a fan of that trade anymore. You need to keep stair stepping if you're going to do a 1 minute gold line trade. You need to keep stair stepping in your direction. That right there is not stair stepping. Well, that's after the fact. You would have already been in it. The inverted hammer. The key was this candle right here. That when it pulled back, it broke that area right there. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. All right, there's the news making a reaction. Woo! Yee, doggy, look at those candles getting reacting. That is why I don't take a trade when the news is going to hit. Well, the candle 2, this one here, yes, it did not, but it didn't pivot. It still kept going down. And once it stops going down and you're looking for your break, that's your new pivot. And that was lower than that. I mean, that was lower than that. Absolutely. I'm looking at these charts. I'm pretty confident I would have been up a decent amount of money if I hadn't been sitting on the phone all morning trying to sell a house. But that's okay. I did take a trade yesterday or so that threw me up over $400 for the day. I took it in the NQ. Beautiful trade in the NQ. Yesterday, like maybe 130 or something like that. I just happened to look over. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. Bing, bing, bing. And then bam. And so I ended up yesterday, $400 and some dollars or something. Perfect. Yeah. 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 I don't even know if I can put my account. Let me see if I have. Do I have a SIM account? Oh, I do have a SIM account. I haven't even put my live account. I've never even put it in SIM. But yeah, I do have SIM. I do have the ability to go into SIM. Good job, Orville. You missed Jim yesterday. He got punched in the head like I did on Monday. He lost $3,000. I told him, I said, I got punched in the head too. I was down like $300 and some, but I got my money back in the NQ. But he made quite a bit of money in gold yesterday. All right, news is over. Why lose sim money when you can lose real money? I'll tell you this about sim, okay, Commish. You know why I don't know that I had to look to see if I can even do sim. I'm gonna tell you why. Now, some of you are probably gonna think I'm crazy, maybe not. I don't know, but all sim does is create bad habits for me. That's what sim trading does. It creates bad habits for me. Yeah, I can't use spell. In reality, RJ, all that money is sim. That's why they just digitally push a button and put the government in debt. That's exactly the problem with prop firm trading. That's why I had to stop prop firm trading. I was wasting time. I was wasting my energy because I had reached a point where I just wasn't taking prop firm trading seriously anymore. Yeah, it's all sim money at this point. Yeah. Yeah, that's why Mike, that's why I say I cannot stand when they have news staggered 8:15, 8:30, 9:15, 9:45, 10, because it just throws the rhythm out of anything I may be looking at. We had a day like that. I can't remember if it was Tuesday or whatever, where it was just like every 30 minutes there was news all the way till like 10. Just ridiculous. Well, that's one reason, Stephen. That's exactly one reason. But why is the military bloated, Stephen? That's the real answer. Because there's too many people that make profit from it. Why do you think this country fights wars all the time? Because there's too many people that profit from it. Like them or not, that's not the point of this video. But if Donald Trump wasn't president in 2016, we'd still be in Afghanistan. Mark my words. Mark my words. They need a place to go drop their bombs. They need a place to just create the enemy. The greatest enemy they ever created was the war on terror, because it got to be the invisible man. They were the judge, jury, and executioner. They had the ability to point at anybody and say that group there, they're terrorists. So we have a war on terror. Hey, convenient, go kill them. It's very sad. That's a good question, Steve, and I like that. That's a very good question. That's an excellent question, Stephen. That it's funny is drones have eliminated the need for fighter jets, 100%. But by golly, we're going to buy trillions of dollars of them We're going to continue to buy trillions of dollars of them and aircraft carriers and all that crap. All right, let's see here. I might be looking at gold here for a 5-minute red line. Let me look here. Let me get my eyes on this. I'd like this candle to be an inside candle. There we go. I'm in. Come on. Now go up. Go, 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 go. Come on. Go, go, go. There you go. Let's go. No, 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 no. Go, go, go. Get up. Get through that red line. No, no, no. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, gold. Go. Go. There you go. Now go. There you go. Come on. Woo. Freaking 9 EMA punched it in the face. Did you see that? Come on, gold. Come on, gold. Come on. There we go. There we go. Come on. There we go. All right, all right, all right. Let's go. Come on, baby. Order of operations. Which lines are more powerful than others? The red line is more powerful than the 5-minute gold line and the 1-minute gold line. And that battle was just won. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, Orville. Yeah. That's too bad, man. Well, good thing you're here with us now. That's for sure. I just think your commander-in-chief at the time should be in jail. I think I'm going to get knocked out. Yep, I got knocked out. Damn it. All right, now what I'm going to look for is a W pattern. Okay, so we broke these pivots over here. So this would be the high pivot. All right, I want this to come back down. Come back down. Come back down. Come back down to here. So we have a low right here, obviously. I want this to come down to here and then give me the long, the second attempt at the long. Damn it. You're not giving me much of a chance here. Ah, you dog. Yep. It's gone. I think it's gone. Now, come on back down. Come on back down, please. Come on back down. Shit. Yeah, it's it. All right, screwed that up. Yeah, it did test the prior day high, didn't it? Sorry about that. I'm sitting there staring at freaking gold, obviously. Yeah. Man, I wanted that W pattern. After I got zinged out here, I wanted that W pattern real bad. I wanted that W pattern real bad. Yeah, that. The one I'm talking about this morning that I missed was this one right here. Boom, boom, boom. See this? And then bam, right back to there. I mean, this was so beautiful. Boom, boom. That's after a crossover of the red line. Boom, 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 and then wham, right back to there. That one was at the entry would have been at 7:41, 7:42 time. That was the one I missed, and I sat here and saw it. Good job, Stephen. Good job. Excellent job. I personally try to stay away from the NQ. but I've probably made more money in the NQ this week than I have in gold, to be honest with you. Yeah, I probably have made more money in the NQ this week than gold. Pretty confident in that now that I think about it. The NQ, you know, like in the afternoons when it gets a little calmer and stuff, it can really create some nice, easy patterns to make money. It scares the bejeebas out of me in the morning. Gold is just gonna roll up now. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. And the 5-minute candle is going to close in 16 seconds. So the high, let's just draw a line there. The high of that 5-minute candle is right here. Okay. So let's just see what the reaction is if and when that high gets broken. That's the 5-minute candle right there. You got 30 ticks in gold, Larry? Good for you, man. I would have had 30 ticks, but I was trying to get something bigger because that move I had was at least 30 ticks. That's the thing about the red line, man. The thing about the 5-minute red line is it takes room because it's a 5-minute moving average and you're using a 1-minute candle. So it takes room to be in the trade. You got to let it breathe. I would not have let a 1-minute gold line breathe over here like I let the 5-minute red line breathe. If I'm making sense. Yeah. Oh yeah. The RTY has a 1-minute gold line right here, and it has sufficient space for the trade, pretty much. Does it have a crossover? Yeah, it had a crossover and everything. Hold on here. Let me just show it to you guys. So it's like right here. So RTY. You know, here's your candle reset. Here's your Donchian high. Came back down. Here's your pivot low for the next run up right here. And then here's your rotation down. So the break of, and if this is an inside candle even, so this is even better potential for a long if it goes through the top, because this candle right here is inside the body of this candle right here. Shit. I don't even want to look at gold right now. There goes RTY. So your entry would be what is that? I don't have my glasses on. 85.6, I guess. Yeah, 85.6. Sure didn't react too well. I'd have my stop right below that candle there. I wouldn't be giving this thing much room because you didn't get a reaction. All right, here it goes. Come on. Keep going. Come on. Give us a reaction. RTY, what are you doing? Come on. Hold on here. Yeah, that is not a good situation. Yep. That would have been a loss there. That was not a good when this candle closed and then opened below that gold line. That was not a good situation. That would have been a loss for me. I didn't take it, obviously, but it certainly was likable setup wise. But keep in mind, we still have to come down here and test these lines. So maybe that's what they're going to do now. Oh, yeah, that'll do it too. See, this is why I said I didn't want to look at gold, because the fucking thing is doing what I did. That's why I didn't want to look at it. I didn't want to, when I had the RTY over it, I said I didn't want to look at it. Because I already knew when it did this, it had stopped itself from doing stupid stuff and it was going to go up. God dang it. And see the reaction to price when it got above that 5 minute. Psst, there it goes. Just crazy, man. Bob, shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's right at $1,000 move. It's about $950 move right there back to the high. Good job, Bob. Excellent way to screw up a trade. Excellent job, Bob. There it is. Lovely. Lovely. And went to its high and then rolling over. Jesus. Well, that would have been one of them right there, Orville. That exact trade I just did. That's actually one of them right there. Matter of fact, he called one out on yesterday, and that was exactly the trade, and it went for like $800. That we were both him and I were on here yesterday. I'll see if I can find it. Let me find the trade, because it did the same thing that it did in the pre-market yesterday about 10:30. Here it is. I even got my lines on. I've even got my markers. So we blew through these lines here, created a Donchian high, rolled back to the red line and all that stuff, shot up, came back down, sat on top of it all, and then bam, that was the entry right back to there. That was about $700. Literally, what I was trying to, once it rolled over here, I was trying to get it to come down here and do the exact same pattern. I was trying to do the exact same pattern today. And it just, the break of this pullback candle here is rather aggressive. You really want it to come back into your zone and then break. And that's why I didn't take it, because that was rather aggressive. But yesterday it did it just beautifully. And we all threw our orders on. Well, Jim and I threw our orders on live. Mine got jumped. So we have the YM here. We had a crossover, break of the pivot here to the left, roll back to the 1 minute gold line, and you're also sitting on top of the prior day high again. So pattern wise, this, when this candle closes, should be from here to here. If it'll roll up. The problem with the YM right now is it's pretty darn flat. I'm looking at the whole thing based off the premise that we finally broke, that we created this pivot and broke it, but it doesn't look like it's going to do it. Doesn't look like it's going to do it. The YM is pretty freaking flat right now. And you remember, we want push and pull, push and pull. The bigger the push and the bigger the pull, the bigger the reaction. Ryan, dude, that's exactly my problem. That's exactly my problem that I traditionally have. I do the same thing, and that's why I've told myself. So Ryan, I don't know if you were in here yesterday. I told everybody my objective next year, after we get out of the holidays. Of course, I tried to do it in gold today, which is why I didn't clip out my $300 and some. Instead, I got knocked out. But I said yesterday in my video that my goal for next year is to take these trades right here, like this one, which is clear as the nose on my fucking face, and trade them to here. And just go in it, and that's where it's going. And let it do its thing, and then follow the pivots. See, when I squeezed this one up, we hadn't created a pivot yet. When this candle here rotated back up, now I should have had my stop here. When this candle rotated down and then broke back up, my stop should have been here. You see what I'm saying? I didn't do that. Instead, I squeezed, and therefore I didn't make that money. It's my own fault. And I know that. I do it all the time because of the psychology thing that you're talking about. And so, but I mean, the more I see, and by the way, there's a 1 minute gold line I didn't take. The more, and granted, it broke this pivot here. The more I see that stuff happening, the more I can feel confident that I'm going to just let it do it. Does that make sense? And that's one of the things that Jim, okay, for conversational purposes, I kept telling Jim, you need to trade gold. He's always traded NQ. I kept telling him, you need to trade gold. You need to trade gold because of the way he trades, his style of trading. It works in the NQ, but it works better in gold. And now he trades gold and he just absolutely loves it. And so like this pattern is a lot more palatable in gold than it is in the NQ. Same pattern happens in the NQ. It's just a lot more vicious when it does it. So Jim rotated over to gold, and it's given him it has helped him with his confidence to let the trades work more than it did when he was in the NQ. Because the NQ will pull every trick in the book to knock you out in the NQ before they run this leg right here. And see how the result is exactly what I've said every time. When you finally every time you do one of these type of trades, you're going to have that battle here. And then once they get through the battle, it runs the last leg. That's when it's shoot, there's your money. And it does that every time we sit here and watch it. And just frustrating that I didn't keep that trade. Frustrating. But that's okay. I'm all right. I am all right. It's more important that I saw it than I executed it and made the money. That's what's more important. And I can't stress that enough. You can't make money unless you know what the market's going to do. Good job, Bruce. You know what I mean? But you can't make money unless you know what the market's going to do. So that's the most important part. Somebody texted me while I was sitting here. Jesus. God damn people. Fucking. Well, screen time, when you predetermine what you think the rotations are going to be, screen time will help reinforce your confidence in that. And yeah, I mean, I can tell you this, but unless you sit in front of a screen and see it happening, you're not going to get it. So yes, nothing replaces screen time. I can't just sit down and tell you how to trade. I'll be right back. Oh boy. Damn it. Mm. The RTY and the YM are just not doing anything together today. Just like yesterday. Just like yesterday. As the ES and the NQ are literally mirroring each other over and over again. Still. So frustrating. That was so frustrating. Had a crossover, high, 5-minute red line, bam. Yep. In the morning time, AO trades, I highly recommend gold over NQ. Later on, like when you get past, say 12 o'clock or whatever, if you're still looking at charts and all that kind of stuff, then you're most likely going to want to be looking at the NQ. And again, the NQ's calmer then. Gold has a tendency to go to sleep, like literally go to sleep. After the day, as the day goes on. And that's part of the reason why I've made more money in the NQ this week than gold, because I'm not in the live stream. I can focus better, and there's just been some nice smooth rhythmic patterns that have happened in the NQ. 1-2 o'clock, whatever, that are not highly manipulated movements of craziness, which is pretty much what the NQ is all about in the morning. Well, gold just decided that 5-minute red line was going to be its launching pad for the stratosphere. Obviously, look at that. It has yet to break a down pivot. It has yet to pivot. It has yet to break a pivot. Oh yeah. Listen, man. The first trade I took this morning, there was a rotation, whatnot. I moved my stop to that rotation, and then price came down and broke through that rotation, and I mean, and took me out, and then just continued down. Well, there I was sitting there with a with $160 loss instead of $300 because I could recognize what was going on, what was the break point, where were the stops lined up. And then it made it easier so later when I took my trade that actually made money to not only make me money, but I wasn't having to recover a big loss or a bigger loss. Just like on Monday, the 2 losses I took in gold, I ended up getting knocked out for a net total of $290, commissions and all. But there were 2 losses, but I saw the break points, put my stops there. They were static line trades, and so I managed my stop from the bottom up. And then when I did take a trade in the NQ that made me money, it was very easy to get my money back, and not easy, but I got my money back and made like $300 or $400 instead of being $500 in the hole from the beginning. Gold is just being stupid right now. I have no idea. Patriot, did you say oil was going up too? American Patriot? I think you said that. That might mean the dollar's crashing. If they're both just going up for no reason, the dollar may be crashing. No problem, AO Trades. No problem. I had somebody say to me one time, why are you teaching people how to use your trading strategy? Don't you think that that's going to screw up the market? What? I was like, I don't think so. Almost okay. All right. So it is climbing. What price point is it at right now, Patriot? So RTY, by the way, is the only instrument that has not gone through the prior day high. The only instrument, equity, that I follow. $60.35. Okay. God. Trying to make money in oil right now would be stressing me the hell out. Yeah, small loss, big winners. 60-50, okay. Small loss, big winners. Can't stress that enough. Next year, my objective is to get bigger winners. Like that trade right here. Have the confidence to just let it go. I get you, American Patriot. I get it. I used to be a big advocate of gold trading. I used to swear by it. Like it's the way to trade. I mean, I used to swear by oil. A lot of people that have been following me for a while, they know that. I've swear by oil. What makes me more excited about gold now, so let me put it in perspective, than oil is not just that the rotations are bigger, but it moves very similar to oil, and gold doesn't have a liquidity problem anymore. It used to have a liquidity problem, like, the gaps in the entries and the top. I mean, it just used to be like, I'd be like, holy shit, I ain't trading that. It doesn't have that problem anymore because it's very highly traded now. Now that it's in the stratosphere and it's very, popular, because it's in the news all the time. It has attracted a lot of traders. Somebody told me that they had read an article. That a lot of NQ traders have migrated to gold, which is funny that I say that because that's what I talked Jim into doing, was to migrate from NQ to gold. And he's absolutely died and gone to heaven. But I never would have told somebody to do that, 5 years ago. But, gold is very liquid now. It's very predictable. What I'm hoping for, Orville, is NQ to crash down to the prior day high. So let's look at that for just a second. If you'll notice, I always talk about this. If you're going to blow through it, and you got to test it sometime. Well, we blew through it, just ran right through it again, and then blew through it again. So if we get lucky, it'll come down here and test the prior day high and then rotate up. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, but there's no long on that one, Rick. I mean, we have beaten this mule to death. Okay, rotate once, twice, thrice, and that third time, if you can get fortunate with the second time, but that third time hardly ever works. That's why I traditionally stay with the first attempt, not the second, on that 9 EMA. And, yeah, when I first, JP, when I first ever started trading, it was the ES I traded. And I used to just get so frustrated. And then, but I traded it because, all the gurus like, well, that's where all the volume is. That's where all the volume is. Okay. And then I stumbled across oil by accident, and I never looked back. Now, don't get me wrong. The ES is how I got my first payout from Apex. ES only, because I do know how to trade the ES, but I just have to temper my personality to do it. It's not nearly as exciting as oil used to be and as gold is. Got to temper my personality when trading the ES. Now, I still throw some ES trades on my charts once in a while. You guys see that. Wow. Look at gold. Look at gold. Oh, yeah. Yeah, hit the like button on the video. I mean, I called out that trade. I was too much of a sissy to let it work. That's just too much of a sissy to let it work. Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, I've traded gold before it became, a $4,000 instrument. And I mean, it would just, out of the blue, it would have like, 20 or 30 tick freaking candles, where stop losses would be lined up, and it would just keep right on going because there wasn't the volume to hold it back up. And I don't have that problem I don't have that problem anymore because there is such sufficient volume behind in each direction to kind of hold it steady. So it doesn't just clean out all my money and I have slippage of 5 ticks and stupid stuff like that. What's going on here? 1050? So we do have a 5-minute gold. We may not have to worry about it. It just blew through. We had an inside candle here on the 5-minute gold line. And we had a crossover too, because we came from here and it's the first time we'd been there. But they just blew right through that. So forget it. 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 That inside candle right here on that 5-minute gold line, from that high to here with this inside candle, I would have been a player long, without a doubt. But I wouldn't do anything with it now. I really want that NQ to roll over. It's rolling over beautifully. Right here. See? So it's running out of gas. See what happened with the NQ is it had these 2 pivots here. See that? And then it had a pivot high and a new pivot high that's lower than the previous pivot high. Broke through, rolled up, retested that area, and then rolled over. That's price action. When it blows through and rolls up, it's reaching. What they're doing is just retesting the break point that they created, and then bam, down it goes. Now, I don't trade those, but that's what's going on. So we got a gold red line again. Are you going to come down here and steal my money? You freaking piece of crap after what you did to me the first time? After what you did to me over here? Are you coming down here to do that to me again? To break my heart? Are you coming down here to break my heart like you did here? All right, NQ, come on. Keep on going. Keep on going, NQ. Keep on trucking. Keep on trucking, baby. Keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. Right down here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on. 11:17. It's, hey, every other day. Remember, I said it's every other day. Yeah, we might get an 11:17 setup. Matter of fact, that we're kind of setting up for about that time frame for the possibly for the ES to do that. Yeah. Come on, NQ. Keep falling. Keep falling. Keep falling. I would prefer that 11:17 trade off the ES. 2 days this week, Orville. We've had a pattern set up at exactly 11:17 that went from a static line back to the high. First one was the ES, the second one was the NQ. That went back to the highs. And in both cases, they made retarded amounts of money. 2 times, both of them. And by the way, the second time it happened, I said about 15 minutes before, well, this wouldn't it be funny if this exact pattern happens at 11:17, and everybody in here is my witness. 11:17, it did the exact break at the exact same time. The first one was in the ES. 2 days later, it was in the NQ. So I'm saying, well, we should rotate back to the ES now. We're going to go back and forth on that 11:17 trade every other day. Damn, my other cat wanted to come in now. Wow. Look at the NQ. Come on, ES. I'm counting on you, baby. You got 17 minutes to burn here, ES. 18 minutes, 20 minutes. Excellent, Brian. What was your main trade, or that you made the most money on? So let me grab this while we're sitting here. All right, so let me just kind of pull this over here and show you. Shit. I'm stuck. Hold on here. Shit. Damn it. Are you going to rotate from here? Come on, man. No. Calm down. Excellent. Yeah, I like that. The 1 minute gold line in the ES is really it is amazing, the price action from all that volume that works off of a 9 EMA. It is amazing for the ES. Okay, we got an inside candle here. I'm really kind of counting on this one to come down, the ES. Let me shrink this up. If this one comes down, it's going to drag this one below these lines. Sit, sit, sit. Get an inside candle. If we get an inside candle here, just stop. Just stop. Jesus. Okay, I want this candle to go below this candle and then back up through the top. If it goes below this candle, I'm going to put an order on it for it to take the break of this candle back to the top. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? I'm going to do this very conservatively. Shit. All right, I'm in. I'm in anyways. Damn it. Come on, go. Come on, go, 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 go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I'm down. I'm done. Yeah, I'm out. That wasn't good. Oh my God, it rolled up. You piece of garbage. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Unbelievable. Are you going to go back to the red line? Well, I got squeezed. I think for $150. Yeah. Come on. So you see, we got a problem over here because this is stuck at the red line. So now keep in mind, I'm all willing. I wish I could move this freaking thing. God dang it. I got this chart stuck. It's now stuck. So I can't get my drawing tools. So what I would like to see is a potential W pattern in the NQ. Come back down here. All I want is make sure this circle is protected. This low. Come back down. Come back down. I want you to come down more. Come back down. Come back down. There you go. Come on. I can't move my charts because I freaking got my chart stuck. My NQ chart is stuck. I can't move it. Oh, I see what you're saying, though. God dang it. Yeah, let me look at this. Yeah, let me look at this in gold. Shit, it's like the same thing setting up in gold that was setting up in the NQ. Come on. Roll up. Come on. Roll up fast. Come on. I need this thing to close north of that red line. If it doesn't, I don't care. Come on. Come on. It's dead. All right, I'm dead. I'm done with that. Let me get this out of the way. Ah, shit. What's going on over here? I screwed up my NQ chart. Let me see if I drag it over here if I can see it. No, I can't. I can't get it to. Boy, gold just crashed. Yeah. 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 It fell off of a cliff over there. Gold definitely fell off. I want you to come back down here. Oh, man. It's gone. It's gone. My freaking NQ chart is stuck. Oh, I got it finally. Jesus. When it gets stuck, it's like, so I don't even know. Where's my ES? Here's my ES, right? Yeah, I can get my ES unstuck. I start moving them around, they get stuck sometimes between my screens. Frustrating when that happens because I can't, because then whatever's behind it, I can't see it. That's the frustration of trading and having to drag my screens to one screen so you guys can see. Obviously, I don't have to do that when I'm trading by myself. So we're still waiting for 1117. We may get that right here in the ES. So what we would need for that to happen is this thing to accelerate from a point, in my opinion, down to here, accelerate, consolidate, and then bam. We want it to pick up some speed down to here when it finally does get there. We don't want it to just walk. We want it to run. So let me just put this over here and take this and shrink it this way. Oh, no. Come on, ES, accelerate. Let's go. Boy, the NQ is just stock. The hell is gold doing? Just falling. Just falling, falling, falling. Look at gold. Holy cow. Jesus, holy cow. Holy cow. Is anybody looking at gold? Jesus, look at that. Ho! All right, we got the ES just might start doing what we're asking for. I am watching it. Look at gold. Holy cow. Some big candles there that brought it down. Come on, ES. Come on. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. There we go. It's picking up some pace. In gold, well, I'd be looking for it to slow down. First off, because the candles are too damn big to trade anything. That's the first thing. First of all, in gold, I'd be looking for it to slow down. I mean, the ideal situation is on one of those static lines that gold consolidates, that they get there and they just start and beating each other up. And then you take the reversal. But gold's got to slow down. I mean, it's still falling. It's got to slow down first. Right now, all you're doing is just, if you buy off that the prior day high, you're just hoping and praying. If you're looking at gold, you can see a bunch of people bought it off the overnight open, but it's not done trying to push down. It's like I got too much shit going on right now. So see, it's not done being pushed down. So if we can get an inside stop. Don't be stupid. Stop. Oh, man. Go through the bottom. And it go through the bottom. 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 Okay. There you go. Whoa. All right. It's not done. It's not done going down. It's not done yet. It's still spiking down. Man, did anybody take that short off on the RTY crossover overnight open? Man, that was actually a nice little setup that I didn't see. All right, now we need this to consolidate. Come on. Let's see what we got here. Need you to consolidate. Consolidate right in here. Come on. Man, fuck. It's 11:15, isn't it? Does anybody see the ES there? It's 11:15. That's going to be ridiculous if that thing reverses. Sit, gold. Sit, boo-boo. See, it's running. Now it's going to run into the bottom of the overnight open. I'm going to have to start focusing on ES, I think. I don't like the way it got here because it walked its way here. I do not like that about ES. I do not like that. But knowing our propensity to reverse at 11:17, I am going to pay attention. See gold that got stuck at the overnight open there. That's one of the frustrations when all the lines are close together like that. Oh, shit. Is the ES going to reverse now? Oh, man. I wasn't. God damn it. Yeah. What time is it? 11:16? Look at gold. Look at gold. Jesus, criminy Christmas. Look at gold. Just a second. I'm the only one home this morning, so the freaking animals, I'm the one taking them out every freaking 10 minutes. That's ugly. Oh, shit. Let me see what this is doing down here. That's just running down. Yeah. Well, so we meandered our way here. Does everybody see that? That's never a good sign. That's why I wanted it to be deliberate. I wanted it to go bing, bing, not down, then up, then down, then up, then down. That's not a good pattern. And gold is stuck in the middle of the lines. Created a little bit of space there, went up to it, down. It's probably going to go up to this one and then down. I mean, it's just stuck. So I'm going to get gold out of the way because there's nothing there with gold. Literally nothing. You're getting a tattoo. Well, the good news is, Trader Joe, you don't have to get a tattoo now. Of course, we are getting a W pattern, if that's not scary enough. Right here. Oh my God. Don't do that to me. Don't give me a W pattern that I got to take. It's a small one. I don't have the heart. I don't have the heart. It's going to go through there. Watch it. If it goes through that top right there, see this double top there. There's the entry. I don't have the heart for it. There's a big green candle. Break that pivot there. You got to break that pivot here to the left. Got to break that pivot right there. Yep, there you go. Jesus, freaking thing worked. I didn't have the heart for it. But it did it. If you, if you look at your damn, it was too small for me. I didn't like the size of it. But you had your bottom, you roll up, and then you had another bottom that was higher than this bottom, and then you even had double top candles, and then boom. But it's too small for me. Good job, David. Your chest hairs, yeah. This look at this. This is probably going to rotate up all the way, aren't you? Aren't you, dog? There it goes. God dang it. I should have taken that. I should have taken that. I should have taken that W pattern. I should have taken it. Obviously. And so it should break this pivot here before it rotates back onto the 9 and then rotates up. So you want it to break that pivot right there on its run up before it rolls over and sits on your 9. So let's see if it does that. It's trying. There it goes. It's even with it. There it goes. It's through. Okay, now it can roll over to your 9 and then rotate up. Yep, there you go. See, I could write a freaking book about this. Could write a freaking book about this. Pissing me off, man. Could write a book about it. There it is. I showed you where it was going to rotate from. There it is, right there. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyways. all you got to do is find one of those type of scenarios a day, and boom, you're good to go. I should have had the confidence to take that. I really should have. So now what you know, now you're looking for your 9 EMA to hopefully hold and rotate back up to here, up into this level because of your legs. This was your leg down. You're looking for your leg up. They're coming back and cleaning out all the stops. Now look at, so here's your, so like your entries right here, and you're going to find this funny, but that's conveniently here to clean out those stops for those people that put their stops at break even, and then they're going to rotate it up. Oh, really? How'd you know that, Bob? Well, because I've seen it before. How did you know it was going to do that? Because I've seen it before. That's why when I tell people, you know, have you seen this movie before? You can see the movies. You can see, look, there it is. Boom, there it goes. So they brought it. Look it. I want you to recognize what I told you. So it went through that pivot here that brought this down in the first place, came back down, cleaned out the stops to the tick of who took this break, and then it rolled up. Do you see that? It's insane. And then they're going to run. Now they're going to run it up into this area. So study that, recognize it, see it, capitalize off of it. Like the video, please. I'm not a fortune teller. I've just seen the movie so many times, I can read the lines. It's like me watching Blazing Saddles. I can tell you all the lines. Because I've seen Blazing Saddles so many times. Look at that. There it goes. There it goes. Anyways, everybody have a good day. I will see you guys next week and talk to you later. All right. Don't forget to like the video, please. All right. Talk to you later. Excellent. 1,600 for the week. Oh, I've left tons on the table, man. But, you know, hey, I got to work too. Blazing Saddles is my all-time favorite movie. All-time favorite movie, period. Yes, exactly, on Ryan. Exactly. Everybody have a good day. Bye.